Lounge. You have been given full access to the Players Lounge on the Sports Joc Show with Wayne Gandy.
Welcome back to the Sports Joc Show. I'm the Sports Joc Wayne Gandy. As we spoke in the first segment of the show, the Super Bowl, Glendale, Arizona, this Sunday, February the 1st, the Seahawks of Seattle taking on Deflategate and the Patriots. We're going to talk much more about that a little later. Right now, a gentleman who got honored at the Hawks game last week that I was attending, and just knowing that we had spoken to him on the show before, and that he is still doing the same thing he was doing when we spoke to him. Winning, that's what Coach does. He is definitely defining how to be a great high school basketball coach and how to win with 6 championships. And I think they only been around about 8-9 years, Selfie, Big Kenny, to win 6 and to be in the Final Four 7 of those 8 or 9 years of existence. Coach Sherman White of Miller Grove. Good morning to you, Coach.
Hey, good morning, Wayne. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. I know you're about to go and teach, but I wanted to see if you want to address these recruiting violation comments that I was no, I'm messing with you. I was just trying to line you up, Coach. I don't have
it's all good. It's all good.
But once again, Coach, you're winning. You're top in the states and in your division. You're starting to mystify us of how you keep this program. How do you keep these players, regardless of whether they're Division I talent or you just got some good, solid players? What is your secret, if you don't mind sharing it with us?
Well, man, it's all about a buy-in. Our players, they buy into this process, and that's exactly what it is a process. And we explain that to them in the preseason, in the off-season, how much work it requires, how much discipline, how much, dedication it requires. And the bricks were laid early by some of the guys who came in when we first opened. That's what we established. And so everyone that, that comes through these doors, they know that, they have to work extremely hard because, the kids kind of take on that pressure from a standpoint of, hey, they don't want it to be on their watch when the championship stops. So, again, it's a buy-in. The kids are totally committed, and they work their butts off, like I say, in and out of season. And, they want to be successful, and that's what this program is built upon, those type of things.
You talked about that pride, and you have certain franchises in the pros. You've had, it's prideful to go to Alabama. Would you say you've built that kind of mystique that players, even when they're in the 6th, 7th grade, know when I get to that level, it's something to be on the varsity at Miller Grove?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, but the kids have all, played a big part of that. The kids, the coaching staff, community, it's becoming a big thing. And so, a lot of times, it's about our program representing us or making our reputation for us and the things that we do. And we just try to, it really all is a ministry to me. It just happens to be basketball, and it's something that I love, but it's more of a ministry because I'm just trying to be the bridge, or we're just trying to be the bridge to these kids and their goals and their dreams, as they get ready to make their way toward those things. And we just want to be a bridge to kind of get them across to the next point. And so, and while they're here, just try to, download a lot of stuff about life and give them some things that they can get a good perspective on life and what has to happen as they matriculate to the next part of their life.
Well, Coach, I can definitely tell you just being in the city when basketball is spoken of, people ask, how Miller Grove doing this year? And they've never attended it, never been to a game, but it's gaining that kind of popularity for the winning that, you are becoming that bar of what people are measuring their programs, regardless of whether it's 2A, 3A, 5A. How is Miller Grove is a great statement and a great accolade for where you've taken this program. I wanted to ask you, with all that success, how has your relationship with the fans? You know, Dwayne Wade got fined last week for a bad gesture towards a fan. And how are the fans on the high school level? Is it something that you feel like needs to maybe be policed a little more, or from your experience, is it okay?
Well, I haven't had no Dwayne Wayne experiences, but I probably wanted to do some things like that. But I've never been put to the point of actually doing something like that. I think fans are fans, and once you get that in your mind, I do think there's a line that, you know, it's a fine line where, you know, they can't cross over. But I just haven't had, you know, the opportunity to experience that, and I hope I never will, honestly, because I think fans are an intricate part of the game. I think they make up the fervor of the game, so that, you know, when the game is going one way or another, the fans kind of dictate, whether they believe it or not, they kind of dictate the way the game is being played. And so again, that's a tough one. And again, I wouldn't want to be put in that situation. But my fans, our fans, I haven't had, you know, it's more like a respect thing when it comes to us. You know, they might not like us, but they respect us, and that's all I can ask for from a coaching standpoint, and for my players. You know, just respect us. And I think they do a good job of doing that. They can hate you all the way through the game when the zeros are on the clock and we got more points than their team. You know, it's a hats off respect type of deal. They'll be more mad at the officials than they would be at us.
Gotcha.
Oh, how you doing, Sherman? It's Val. Sophie again. Nice to see you, or nice to talk to you again, actually.
Good talking. How you doing?
I'm good. So, 6-time champ, and we have a different team just about every year, or new kids coming onto the team along with the others who stay. Do you ever have to change your coaching philosophy or ways for the teams that come in? I know that the kids always have the same aggression and passion for you to play for you, but do you have to sway your coaching for them every now and then?
Actually, you know, a lot of people, you know, I'm not the old school type coach where we're gonna run the flex and that's it. So whoever comes through, we're gonna run. I kind of build our offense or what we do around our team, what kind of players we have, and it stays the same in some instances, but we do have to make little tweaks and, you know, make adjustments to it, and that's the fun part for me as a coach, because it gives me a chance to do some things differently. Of course, when we had Tony Parker, Brandon Morris, you know, we were 6'8", 6'9", 6'9" up front, and we had all that size, all those Division I guys, and just like basically like a college team. You know, we did some things differently. Now we're more of a speed-oriented group, a more dribble drive, ball screen type of team. And it really flows in with the way the game is going now. It's going more toward ball screens and things of that nature. So, you know, I just try to make the adjustments according to the kind of pieces that we have, you know. And, again, you know, no team is alike, no team is the same. But I can't say, you know, over these last couple of years, without having the big headliners all throughout the lineup, we've had a chance to kind of do it more of a sharing of the ball and things that kind of make up the game, make the game beautiful.
Coach White, good morning. This is Big Kenny. When you were 5-time champion, I asked you this question. Now you're 6-time champion. I'm sure people are coming at you trying to get you to leave Miller Grove. What are the size of the offers that you're turning down right now? How many zeros are on the checks that they're trying to get you to leave Miller Grove? Inquiring minds want to know.
I mean, I've had a couple things to come across, but it's got to be something that's going to be a good fit. I feel like, you know, when you're talking about going to the next level, you got to hit yourself to the right wagon. You can't just go – I don't want to just go jumping out there and there's no kind of stability and there's no kind of, you know – I need just a little bit of stability if I'm going to uproot my family. We're going to do some things like that. And right now, you know, I'm just waiting for that time to come. And if it comes, you know, so be it. But if not, I like where we are as a program. I've been able to get some things going personally with the USA. I'm part of USA Basketball. You know, speaking for Nike at all the different clinics, you know, working all the Skills Academy, LeBron Skill Academy, you know, getting a chance to work with some of the best players in the world as well as some of the best scholastic players in the world. And not to mention the coaches that we get a chance to, you know, intermingle with and work with. So it's not a bad deal. And, you know, winning state championships might get old to some people, but it won't get old to us if we can continue to do it.
And now, we just saw Mark Richt signed a 4-year deal for an extra $800,000, bringing him up to $3 million, $4 million a year. I'm sure people are trying to get you to leave Miller Grove, but Miller Grove is probably real intent on keeping you there. Have they signed you to a contract extension, or Is that something that's just, or are high school coaches even under contract the same way?
No, it's not like that. It's year to year.
You better get you an agent.
Yeah. You know a good one? If you know a good one, let me know.
Well, I put some money up. We can make a movie.
That sounds good. Yeah, we got some credible stuff to be able to do that kind of stuff with.
Well, Coach, before I let you go, two things. How the recent guys that you've sent to the next level, how are they doing?
Doing well. Keith Fickney's playing a lot for Tulane. We got a couple kids in junior. One kid that went to junior college, he's averaging maybe 18 points, 12 rebounds, doing real. James Walker. And then we got a kid at Norfolk State he got redshirted this year, so he'll get a chance to get out there next year. And we got another kid in junior college out in Kansas that's doing real well. So our kids are, starting at Tony Parker at UCLA, and Kyrie Hamer over at Campbell. We got guys that are having some really good seasons, and all those guys come back and they work out with our kids in the off season, and they talk to them and they stay in contact. If we lose a game, I get more calls from the alumni kids or the kids that've been through this program more than I do with the present kids, because they're very much involved. They keep up, they keep track of. So it's just like they're there, and that's big for our guys. Stephen Hill came by last week. He plays for. Just signed a new contract with the Carolina Panthers, and he came by last week and got some shots up with the guys and talked with them after practice. And it's just big to be able to have that kind of camaraderie and have that kind of brotherhood. And it's a big family. And, it's more than just a program; it's a family.
Okay, Coach, I'm put you on the spot real quick. 10 seconds. Who's going to win this Super Bowl coming up on Sunday?
Seattle.
He said that with a lot of confidence, though. It was kind of shaky. All right.
Yeah, I like Seattle. I like the way I like their brashness on defense. I'm a defensive guy.
I heard that, Coach. Well, congratulations, Coach, and hopefully I can get out this year and watch y'all play without having to go to the state championship and see it. I can just come locally. But thank you, Coach White.
All right. Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Coach Sherman White, Miller Grove High School. We'll be back with more of the Sports Joc Show right after this.